What's up, boys and girls? We're running a little behind today. Sorry, I had to be an adult and pay the bills. Um, so super sad. Castillo's got pushed tonight, so it's just ruined ownership for pitching. It was already gonna be condensed, but man, like I'm bummed Castillo's done. So I mean, we're just gonna start at the top and it's only 6 games. We're gonna keep it pretty short and sweet today for everybody. Um, I don't care about Crochet's ownership. I'm throwing him against that lineup. Um, Terrible hitting park. He's going to K10 of them. There's just no reason to not love Crochet today. It's just too good of matchup against the Mariners. That K rate, looking at that is just, Seby's in, Bliss is in. Locklear, Mitch is hitting tonight. J-Rod's dead these days, and he's still 5K. That K rate is something fierce. We know Garrett split since there. I don't care what he's owned. I'm just playing him. So one way I think could be to get a little different today is to put him up with Nola or Ryan. So I don't think a lot of people are going to pay for 2 high-priced pitchers in single entry 3 max. GPP, you'll see some of it, but I don't think a lot of SC 3 max will go there. So again, I like Ryan against the A's. His ownership is through the roof. I think we see 60% in SE maybe today. And wouldn't surprise me even at not, he's only $9,000 to $500. I get it. Again, we're going to try to get unique here in how we mix them. I like Nola just for the ownership standpoint. I'm a little surprised, to be quite honest, at where he's sitting right now. I thought he'd start creeping up a little bit, but he just hasn't. So I want to take advantage. The Red Sox K enough, right? Like I get Noel's up there, but man, he gets 6, 7, 8 Ks and he's 18%, 20% instead of a bazillion. Like that's going to be some nice leverage on the field tonight. So, and I like Houck on the other side. Not as much, but if you want to go there, you can. I'm not touching Sevy. I'm not touching Munoz. Like neither one of those guys are going there, right? I'm not going Medina against the Twins, right? They've already put 17 up this week. They're going to be super owned. I'm going to go fat on the other spot. His ownership's creeping up a lot more now. But call me a fat boy tonight and let's go take some advantage. I like his splits. Nolan, there Willie's actually like really got his K rate down. I've been kind of surprised. So, but I'm not touching Canning. Fly ball pitcher in Arizona, pass. I'm not throwing the Rens in against the Dodgers. Who knows how the Dodgers handle Yarbrough? And I guess you could go Hancock if you're like crazy and want to, but give me Crochet against that lineup. The Sox haven't been good. I thought his ownership would go up. He's around 10%, you could mix him in and another spot might be just stack that game pitching wise. I think that could be some combinatorial ownership that lets us get kind of unique there. And then as we start talking about like the bats and the games, we know it's D-backs and Twins. I'm going back to the D-backs tonight. I've been on them every day. They haven't delivered enough yet. Like I know they're going to be super owned, but I'm going there and I want as much of the Dodgers as I can. It's such a good matchup for them. I really like Hernandez, not Kike, Mr. Teo. He go look at his splits on changeups, which is Lorenzen's like main pitch next to his fastball. His splits are awesome. Like if he throws him a changeup, Hernandez is going yard, right? Shohei's been out of control. So again, give me as much access to that lineup as you can. Hayward's still only $3,000, guys. That's a great way to get some exposure there. And I don't like the Rangers because they haven't been able to hit lefties. They're just, them and the Braves are kind of broken from DFS standpoint. On the other side, I'm going back to the D-backs. Give me that top 5. give me Carroll, Marte, Jock, Walker, Gurry. That's kind of the spot I like there. I'm going to keep playing Lewis, right? I mean, he's 6K, which sucks, but I like going there. The rest of the Twins are going to be super owned. I don't get the Jeffers splits at catcher now. It makes no sense to me. Listen, if you want to throw some A's bats in there against a 50%, 60% owned Ryan, I don't hate it. Give me a little Rooker, a little Shea. That's, Ryan throws a lot of fastballs. So, Gelof's in play. He's down to $3,400, but he's sitting at the bottom of the lineup. And then I like the Mets a little bit. The total's 8.5 in that game. So I can see going there, because the thing I don't like, that White Sox Mariners game is 6.5, 7, even without Castillo, so I'm not going to go there. I like the Marlins side better than the Mets side. Like, Jazz is the only one, and he's only at $4,800. Like, the Marlins are cheap. It lets you get to some Dodgers, so it's there. I don't really, I don't mind going Hamilton. It's a great way to punch shortstop today. And, gosh, man, I'm torn on Philly. Their pricing, I'd rather go LA. But again, their ownership is going to be way less. So, right. And 3 max, I'm thinking about it, but really I'd rather go, Marlins, D-backs, Twins, Dodgers, and then, leverage off some A's maybe, just because of Ryan's ownership. The Mets ownership also looks kind of wild right now. So I'm really interested there. Players wise, like guys I'm targeting, man, Bethancourt's really cheap for Miami tonight. It lets you punt catcher. He's only $2,400. So I really like that. Like I said, Smith, Langoliers, Ohape. I kind of like, Bethancourt. Just $2,400 is a lot of bang for the buck. First is always tough, right? Like I'm never playing Shohei at first. Walker's only 5,300 in that top tier. Josh Bell's only 3,700. You can get kind of cheap there if you want to spend down. Second base, I'm not going to Castro today. I'm going to go Marte over him. But I get the Castro. He's only $4,200. Otto Lopez is another great punt for the Marlins. He's only $3,000. And if you really want to punt against Spat because he's getting some ownership, you go Guillermo. It's not a bad spot at third. Again, give me Royce, Rafe, Berger, little Toro, and then a little Suarez from Arizona. Short's a little tougher for me today. It's just hard. I love Mookie, man, but that 6,100 is brutal, and he's owned, right? If you get down a little bit, Lindor's through the roof, but give me some like punt there. Give me maybe Correa at 4,300, a little Sosa, a little Rafaela. Newman, is only 2,900. There's a way to get super cheap there, guys. And then outfield, Shohei, Jazz, Carroll, Hernandez, little Rooker. I like Jesus Sanchez. I like getting, I can go a little Moniak. Like I said, a little Brown. Hayward again, Pages. It's a way to get, those extra Dodgers in and save some money. So, like that's where I'm going single entry 3 max. On a GPP standpoint, just mix them all in. It's 6-game slate. I try to leverage some stuff, so you can get some different lineups there. And that's it. So hope you boys and girls have a great night, and we'll see you in Discord.